Hey, salam everyone! Today's Ramadan reminder is about falling in love. Now, what exactly is love? If anybody has fallen in love, you will know that love is this emotion, it's this strong feeling that you feel. It's like a deep connection and a lasting bond. In love, you feel peace, you feel security, you feel comfort. Like, for example, when my husband and I were in love, we feel like nothing can come in between us, and we'd fight the world for each other. So love is kind of like a source of strength. It makes you feel so much stronger. And this Ramadan, I urge you to fall in love. But fall in love with what? One, fall in love with the Qur'an. Why? The Qur'an, you want to build this strong bond, this deep connection with Allah's words. Make Qur'an your life. Make it a way of living life instead of just reading it. Of course, you start your love by reading it. You pick up the Qur'an, you hold it in your hands, and you read it. Second thing that I like to do is I like to find a tafsir or a translation. It could be in English, it could be in Urdu, it could be in whatever language you want. Find a translation, find like a meaning, and then try to see how you can implement those Allah's words, Allah's commands into our life. For example, when Allah says, remember me and I will remember you. Those are some of the things, some of the nuggets, some of the things we can pick up from the Prophet's stories that are mentioned in the Quran, and see how you can implement that in your life. So that way you can build this bond and connection with Allah's words in the Quran. The second thing that you want to fall in love with is ibadah. It's worship. It's doing zikr, it's our taraweeh, our prayer, our namaz, our salah, and our du'as, and falling in love with them. Really, like yesterday night, I was telling my family that, I really feel like doing ibadah, just doing zikr, making salah, and building this connection. And just fall in love with that. And when I was able to make time, find this time where you could just feel the emotions, feel the du'as that you're making, and feel like you're in love with this worship that you're doing. And the best thing is, be consistent. Like, the more consistent we are in our ibadah, in our actions, the more we will be in love with it, and the more we can carry it on towards the end of Ramadan, and also past Ramadan, so we can carry that on in the rest of the year, inshallah, as well. And lastly, and majorly, you want to find a way you can fall in love with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A lot of people, they say, Allah ka khauf karo, or fear Allah, have this fear of Allah. No, why should we fear something when we can be in love with it? Like, when I think of fear, I think of staying away. And when I think of love, I think of coming closer. And I feel like when you're in love with Allah, Allah is in love with you. So for example, one of the ways that I feel like I'm more in love with Allah is by knowing Allah's attributes, calling Him by His different names. When I think of Allah as our protector, Allah as our guide, Allah is awwal, He's first, Allah is akhir, He's the last, He's everything in between. And the best thing is, Allah is a source of our peace. So when we're in love with Allah, we have peace in our hearts, we have peace in our homes, and we have peace in our lives. So when we want to make a connection with Allah, how do we do that? One, call Him by His names, and two, find this alone time. When you have an alone time, just talk. That's what I do. I just, and in the nighttime, when the kids are asleep, when my husband's asleep, nobody is awake, it's just me and Allah on the janimaz, on the prayer rug, and I just talk to Him. Spill your guts, cry, let Him know how you feel, you'll feel lighter. Go through all the emotions that you're feeling, and you will feel this strong connection, this strong bond with Allah. And ask for forgiveness. Ask for all the things that you would want in your life that will make you feel happier. And may Allah make this a month where we can fall in love and make that strong connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And inshallah, we'll see you for the next Ramadan reminder. Assalamu alaikum.